A University high school student allegedly responsible for a trio of bomb scares was caught on camera leaving the restroom where the threats were left behind. In her last threat, Kaylin Moore allegedly wrote, "Die with a bang, 4/2015, it all ends." Well, now it turns out that final message led to Moore being identified as a suspect, and that same day led to her emergency expulsion. KXLY4 Chef Humphrey working for you. He's at Spokane Superior Court where Moore, we understand, Jeff, right now waiting to make her first court appearance. And the University high school principal caught Moore red-handed?
She was caught allegedly both on video, but also in possession of this red felt tip pen, the same one that was used to make the threat. Unlike previous threats, this most recent one, it didn't prompt an evacuation, in part because administration officials were getting wise to the MO of their suspect, and they had already started to slowly tighten the net. Specifically, U High had started closing down some of the girls' bathrooms and stepping up the security presence in the girls' bathrooms that were still open. And so when this latest threat was made and it was found on the wall of a handicapped stall, investigators knew it had been scribbled down within the past 25 minutes. Surveillance cameras showed only 5 girls using the bathroom during that time frame, and only Miss Moore admitted using the handicapped stall. Moore also allegedly still had the pen used to make that threat, and the principal even took that red felt tip pen and compared it to the original threat on the wall. Moore later confessed to similar threats made on April 13th and 14th, but detectives still trying to figure out who mailed a threat to the school back on April Fool's Day. Thank you, man.
At this point, we cannot link all of the incidents together. We are investigating that as a whole, but right now we can only link her to the 3. The emails and so on could be a separate suspect or suspects.
And so, Nadine, Miss Moore booked into the jail Friday, her birthday. She was released by a judge over the weekend. As you mentioned, she is back in Superior Court to face another judge. You should know all of the language involved in these threats included the word die and or boom or bang.
So, Jeff, Moore may have been expelled because of this, but she has a lot bigger problems to deal with now, doesn't she?
Well, ever since 9/11, the whole bomb thing has taken on a very serious tone, and so our state legislature passed a new law that says that if you make a threat to bomb something, that it is a Class B felony. She is now charged with 3 Class B felonies, certainly something that if she's convicted will greatly limit what she can do for a living in the future, not to mention move on into college. And by the way, the legislature, when drafting that I should say RCW, they also provided that you just can't come back and say, oh, well, there really wasn't a bomb. I was just kidding around. This was just a prank. That cannot be used as defense to this crime. And so the lady has some very serious legal problems ahead. We're up in court waiting for her to make her appearance. We'll have it for you hopefully coming up tonight, KXLY4 at 6.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Jeff.